have reverb on. I have to turn it off. Oh, wait, it is off. Never mind. Ha! I didn't mute the song. You redeemed lore yesterday? Well, oh my god. Again, I hate everything. You're probably wondering how I got here. I should start from the beginning. In the land of dragons. Long ago, dragons used to rule the world. That grumpy-looking guy right there, that's my great-grandfather. Dragons are awesome. They're like giant flying lizards. They're also super scary and can breathe fire and stuff. I bet it's pretty obvious that I'm a dragon. I'm joking. Dragons don't look like that anymore. Well, some of them do. That's my cousin. He practices magic. That guy right there is Unc. He studies the blade instead of looking for a job. And then there's me, Princess Hylorian Ren Draconium Ash of the Night Sky. Or Hylo for short. Wow. Don't let that cute face deceive you. I was born to the king and queen of Melrose Kingdom. I'm literally a princess. I was born with my father's fire and my mom's voice. As the heir to the throne, I was expected to follow in my father's footsteps, which meant defending my kingdom when war showed up on our doorstep. Nothing could have prepared me for the horrors I would see. But I watched as my kingdom fell. The monsters who invaded my home didn't look like monsters. They looked like my mother and I. As the princess, I must fight. I must avenge my brothers and sisters. I must kill. Oh, because of you, I could live. I was born in a world full of pain and suffering, but you protected me from it. Mom? Using teleportation magic, my mother sent me to a faraway land. A land that looked a bit like ours, but also different. Earth. Luckily, I was able to blend in, but I felt meaningless, and the days blended together. And then I saw her. How can she keep smiling? I used to smile like that. You'd want me to be happy, right? And that is how I found my happy place with all of you. With your support, I was able to try new things and go to new places and make new friends. It's been so much fun. And then I freaking died out of nowhere. But don't worry, this isn't the end of my story. I woke up looking a little bit different than my usual self. If I had to guess, I think I respawned in Ohio. Don't worry, I wasn't alone. Everyone here was awesome. They told me to find the Demon Lord's tower to make a deal to get revived. She wanted something of equal value. She accepted the trade.
Wait, stop piling dirt on top of her.
I heard something move inside the casket.
Hylo?
Is that you down there?
Please don't haunt us.
Hi, guys.
Oh, Hylo.
And that's how Hylo returned to this world, to cause more chaos and make more memories. No more lore. No more. Okay? No, I limited it. You can't do it. I limited it. No lore. Anyways, it's Friday, guys. Are you guys having a good Friday? Don't mind us, we're just spilling our guts. If this is love, I don't want to be loved. Hylo learns how to stop our trolling. We must find different methods. Ending it all. But lore good? The lore is good! But I have to stream! Are you guys saying you like the lore more than me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? just woke up like 10 minutes ago, so yes, a good Friday. I'm having a good Friday. I'm having a Friday. Can't troll my Oshi, it's a bad Friday. What the heck? Stop! Stop trolling me! Don't troll me. No, we're just like pranking you because we care. Today is Friday in California. Whoa. Stretch! Big stretch. Work is over. Time to be dead until Monday morning. Not gonna lie, I forgot it was Friday. Yeah, today's Friday, guys. And we're be talking about relationships and love. So, anybody got any questions for me to like ADHD tangent off of? Oh wow, today is Friday the 13th. I have like a slight headache. I have one. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me no more. Love guru. Yeah. The 13th, today is full of chaos. Today makes me tired. I'm so tired. I slept like 11 hours. I don't know why. I'm so ippy. Dragon Ball Z. How many people have you known who have been ready to set their relationship in stone and it collapsed under them? Off the top of my head, I think one. The music's too loud now. Like, is it super common? I think so. I think it's really common. I think that it's really easy to meet somebody and have a lot of things in interest, like in common with them, and to see a future right away and kind of not think about the other things that go into a relationship. Right? Like, I think it's super common and easy where you meet somebody, you vibe really well, and then you go, wow, I would love more of this. And then you get kind of like carried away. It's easy to meet somebody? Dang, I must have picked hard mode. Hold on, talk about being years in the making, ring ready, and it just poofs apart. Oh, yeah, like that? I only know one, and that's my aunt. My aunt had, like, an experience. She had been friends with this guy most of her life, like, over, like, 10 years. And they were, like, best of friends, and they, like, finally ended up going ahead and, like, acting on romantic feelings. And so then they started dating for like a year or two, and then they got engaged, and then they had like the wedding, and on the honeymoon she found out that he had been cheating on her and had even been texting other women during the wedding day. So they immediately got divorced. It was really bad. It was awful. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that really stands out to me, like where like a relationship just absolutely collapsed. That's so much worse. It was really bad. Especially because she's also a mom too. So she was like, she has a toddler, and her son was like also starting to like recognize him as like a part of their lives and stuff. And so obviously it was so bad that she like cut him out immediately, and so like it was really hard on him as well to just have like this guy who was acting like a dad to him just like disappear one day. How do people put that much effort into cheating? Like, bro, isn't one relationship difficult enough? I think it's just like emotions. I think it's really shitty and it's stupid and everything. But like, I don't know. I feel like it wouldn't happen as often as it does if like there was just like a solid way to prevent it. I think people just need to like, I don't know. If you're not happy, just leave. Like, I totally understand, you can't control your heart liking somebody, but you can control your actions on how you act upon it, right? Like, it doesn't make you a completely shitty person if, like, you accidentally meet somebody outside your relationship and your heart is just a little bit like, oh, they're pretty cool. But it does make you a completely shitty person to act on those feelings and like, do it behind your partner's back. You punch your heart with brass knuckles, that'll stop it. I have a friend who has 3 toddlers, infant children with 3 moms. It's just mind-breaking sometimes, but if they're all happy, then it's fine. Twirl. Hello, YouTube chat. Hello. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Anybody else have any riveting relationship questions that you would like my input on? One question I have, and it's a good one for everyone in chat, is love a feeling or a choice? I think love is a choice as much as it's a feeling, because I feel like at first you need to be drawn to somebody. Like, there has to be emotional chemistry there where like you're drawn to them. But I think it's a choice where, especially in life, you're not always gonna immediately have such strong emotions towards your partner, and some days you're gonna have to just choose them. Cause feelings and like emotions, they change, they go up and down, they evolve with like different situations and stuff. And some days you'll just have to like choose your person, because some days you might not feel like super intense love, but that doesn't mean you won't feel that super intense love again a couple days from now. There are 5 forms of love. Not a conversation I thought I'd ever have on this channel. I just Hylo everyday stories. Me? I don't know. Oh, relationship. Oh no, it's Hylo. Oh no, it's Benny. Hi. Is Hylo single for love? I don't know. Am I? I don't know. Am I? Would you guys still watch me if I had a boyfriend or a girlfriend? Judging from her taste, she's plural for love. What does that mean? Yes, I just want you to be happy. Yes, Hylo is a yearner. Hylo is single because everyone gets crushed by the tail. Yeah? I don't know. I've talked about this before. I think that I wouldn't want to tell you guys about my relationship. Not because, like, I want to hide it necessarily, but because I don't like the idea of other people being parasocial in my relationships. If that makes sense. Like, I'd want my partner to be able to exist comfortably and not have to worry about, like, harassment from people that might not like me, and also, like, in the off chance that, like, I would ever break up with my partner, I wouldn't want the internet to be parasocial and, like, try to make it somebody's fault and, like... Cause, like, I don't know if you guys seen it, but, like, Kaede and Tens broke up, and they were both, like, so adamant and vocal that it was nobody's fault, and they just fell out of love and needed time to find themselves, and still the internet was like, oh, I bet you Kaede cheated on him, and she's a whore, and Tens didn't pay any attention to her, and dude, that's scary. I mean, I've never been in a relationship. No, I'm straight like an arrow. The internet is a new tabloid. The internet creates fake drama for clicks. It really does. So, even if I was or wasn't in an actual relationship, I probably wouldn't reveal it to the internet. I would tell my, like, friends, though. I would tell my friends my relationship status. But, obviously, guys, we all know I'm married to Kane. That's my baby. That's my boo. Fair. The internet is crappy sometimes, but yeah, I do get you. Honestly, I just root for anyone who's in a relationship. Yeah, private life should stay private. I just also think, like, it doesn't matter to my content, right? Because, like, I wouldn't do couples content. So, I don't think it matters. The main problem nowadays is that people share way too much. I'm an oversharer. I try not to be. Kane, Hylo's beloved. That's right, my husband. There's something we both have in common. We both have a Kane. I thought you were married to Set. No. I moved on a long time ago. Kane's been my hubby for the past, like, 2 years. I love him. I need more fan service Kane skins, please. One thing that happens sometimes, I find it hilarious, is when the chat pretends to like the partner more than the streamer to make them jealous. I see that with Vex and Zoan all the time. Not gonna lie, for me, today's problem is society. Society is scary. I don't blame you. Zoan is the GOAT, to be fair, but so is Vex. They're both great. Even better together. Alright, guys, any other riveting relationship questions? Anybody? Anybody at all? Step right up. Step right up. Get your relationship advice right here. What's your take on dating apps? Dating apps. I think that dating apps, they can work. They can work. Because, you know, I just think on dating apps, people rely too much on how somebody looks is the problem. Because, like, on a dating app, the first thing that's gonna draw you in is the picture of somebody. And a lot of times you don't give yourself that opportunity to actually have a conversation with them. I think good love, you fall in love with somebody's heart before you fall in love with their looks. Like, it's good to be physically attracted to somebody, but it's better to love having to conversate, right? Like, if you can have good conversations with somebody, I think that's more important than if they look good on your arm. What's your question? Can that tail beat someone to death? That's a bad question. Probably it can, though. What about Talkie? I don't know what Talkie is. All these years online, I've never been on a dating app. Quick, someone patent the VTuber dating app. I went on a dating app. I went on Tinder one time. I did, I went on like, I don't know, like 3 Tinder dates, I think. One, he asked me to meet him alone in the woods, and I said no, that's really weird. And then I stopped talking to that one. And then the other one, we went to like the movies, and they did the cheesy thing where they like pretended to stretch and put their arm around me. But they didn't brush their teeth before the date, and so the whole movie I could just smell their breath, and it was really awkward because I don't want to say anything. But it was really bad. But they were really nice. I'll admit, like, they were fun to talk to, and they were like a really nice guy. But they lived like a state over from me, and it was crazy that they drove to my state to take me out on a date. But I think like our interests just didn't really like align. We talked a lot about like stuff we expected for the future and stuff, and a lot of that just like didn't align for us. So trying to think what the third one was. I feel like there was a third one, but I don't remember. I don't know. I had a really bad experience with like Tinder. Like, we're talking about like past relationship. I dated a guy when I was like 16. He was like my coworker at my job. We dated for like, I don't know, on and off for like 11 months. And it was like really messy. Cause I really liked this guy, but he really liked a different girl who actually took his virginity. But she didn't want to date him. This is the part where it gets really messy, right? Because he had obvious feelings for this girl, and she took his virginity, but she didn't want to date him. She just wanted to mess around with him. She didn't want anything more. And it really like messed with him because like, I don't know, he's a teenage boy who just had sex for the first time, and so he wants to keep doing it, obviously. So then you have me, a girl who's like interested in him, and I don't know, I guess he kind of just like jumped on it and was just like, yeah, okay. But I don't even know if I'd call it a relationship. Like, we were dating, but all we ever did every time we talked to each other like in person and hung out was have sex. That was it. It was that, and then he'd take me home. But it was really messy, and it was like an on and off thing for like 11 months. Afterwards, like, the reason our relationship like ended, it was like, he broke up with me on my birthday. And he broke up with me because he had stolen my password to my Snapchat and had logged in and was monitoring my conversations, and he found out that I was like saying that I didn't really like want to be in a relationship with him, and so he broke up with me. And afterwards, I tried Tinder, and he created a fake Tinder account and matched with me and started like harassing me and like stalking me and stuff, and it was really awful. I'm not gonna lie, it was really awful, and it's like, it completely scared me off of dating apps. But, cause like, I went out, I was still friends with like some of our mutual friends, and so like, I remember like the conversation went along the lines of where I was like hanging out with our mutual friend previously the day before, and then on the Tinder app he was like, oh yeah, like, oh, it was good seeing you at the mall yesterday, and I was like, I didn't meet anybody at the mall. And then he's like, oh no, like, we definitely talked, and you were wearing this and this, and you looked like this, and I was like, I genuinely have no idea what you're talking about. I didn't talk to anybody that day. And then like, he started like listing off my birthday to me and like a bunch of other personal information, and it was really creepy. It was very creepy. proof it was him. I'm just like 99% positive it was him because like some of the stuff said to me was things that like he would know. I don't know what the angle there was. I don't know. So you had to deal with that? Dude. It was my fault. I was the one that was like so like trying to make it work, I guess. Listen, like I said, it was on and off. Like we broke up a couple times. Like I had outs. I could have left. But I was like naive, young, and I was like, oh man, I love the concept of love. I want to be in love. His weird ass behavior wasn't your fault. Girl, respectfully, there's nothing you can do to deserve that bullshit. Sounds a bit scary. I'm not gonna lie, lady, you gotta call the cops on him. That's kind of really personal. It was years ago. I'm 23 now. I'm not gonna call the cops for something that happened when I was like, I don't know, 17. But yeah, we're talking about dating apps. Sorry for the tangent. Just because you could take action and not be around someone who does weird and creepy shit doesn't mean they should have done weird and creepy shit. That's true. Can't believe I'm taking dating advice from a 23-year-old. One thing I've noticed is you can't force love. It just tends to happen whenever it happens. True. True. It's how I met my girl at work of all places. Dude, never date a coworker. Like, it was fun because I was a kid, right? And it was like exciting, you know, where it's like, oh my god, we're gonna take our breaks together. We're gonna go like make out in the back. And it's so cute. But dude, it is not worth it if you break up. That shit was so awkward. I'm very happy that I quit. Soon after we had broken up, but like for the very short period that we still had to work together was awful. Yeah, I had to quit a job after dating a coworker once too. Well, I didn't quit because of him, but man, I actually got a new job, which was why I quit. Dating a coworker is nightmare fuel. Don't do it, guys. So many horror stories out there. We've been together for 7 years, so I think we're fine. Oh, yeah. In that case, we're probably fine. Hey, what's up, Cheeto? Oh, God. You saying that reminded me of a friend and coworker who very much like grab ass and make out in front of me when I'm hanging out. Dated a coworker once, and yeah, breakups are super awkward, even if they were the one who cheated. Must be the one lucky one? The one lucky one. What was the weirdest guy you met on the dating app? The weirdest guy was the guy that asked me to meet him in the woods. Okay? Because I matched with that guy, and we were talking, and everything was really nice, right? Like, it was good talks, he was funny, I was laughing. And then his idea for the first date was he was like, oh, we should go like hang out in the woods. And I was like, that's a terrible first date. And that's scary. I've never dated a coworker. The only time I would is if my spouse and I owned a business together. To be fair, dating apps are just for sex at this point. That's a red flag. Hylo almost dated the Bay Harbor Butcher. Why the woods? I don't know. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But I was like, I don't want to meet you for the first time ever in the middle of the woods. And you might be thinking thinking maybe he was talking about hiking. No, like he wasn't even talking about hiking. Like he was just straight up like, let's just go chill in the woods. And I was like, what the fuck? So much Froggy's dating criteria. Yo! Manny! Hi, Manny. God. I'm gonna go get headache medicine real quick. I'm starting to get a headache. What was the favorite guy I met on a dating app? Oh god. I don't really have one. I don't know. So I had to hang up on you. You could redeem one free League skin next Christmas? Oh, nice. Hi, Tara. Hello. Anybody else have any riveting romance questions? You can even ask me questions, like what's my type? Like, etc. What do you guys want to know? My wife has a girlfriend? That's pretty common. We know the answer is always Kane. Okay, then which guy made you show more emotions? What do you mean? What do you mean by which guy made me... Do you have a taste in men or women? Okay, would I ever date another streamer? That's a good question. Yes, but it depends. It really depends. My condolences. Would that count as a coworker? See, that's where I say that it depends, right? Because I feel like it'd be tricky, right? Okay, I would say yes on the condition it's not public knowledge unless you're married. Like if I dated another streamer, I wouldn't make that public knowledge unless, like, we were married. What the fuck? We've already been on public stream dates. Manny! Don't tell them! They're not supposed to know! Praying for you if you do that. Incoming Google Docky. Do you prefer men who are higher or lower rank than you in League? I want to be better than them, but I also do want to carry. That's tough. I don't think it matters to me. I downloaded Genshin Impact for a girl I met on Hinge, only for her to ghost me a day after. Then I got addicted to it for months. Ooh. Honestly, playing League in itself is already a red flag. He should make better decisions. No. If I dated somebody, they'd have to play League. They'd have to. It's literally my favorite game. Okay, as I was saying, men or women. I'm actually bi, but like I'm bi in a specific way where I would never date a woman. I'm not romantically interested in them. I find women physically attractive. Like, I like boobs, but on, like, romance, I couldn't do it. It's too complicated for me. But I am romantically and physically attracted to men. Yo, Frosted! Thank you for gifting us up to Jane! What should you do before and after marriage? Moving in, etc. I think, before and after marriage. Spend a lot of time together, that's for sure. I don't know. Gotta... Sorry, I'm trying to, like, do this, like, through this headache. This headache really sucks. It really hurts. Always live together before marriage. Yeah, I definitely believe in that. I believe you definitely should always live together and, like, experience each other at, like, your most vulnerable and worst before you tie the knot. I think that's, like, a must. Do I prefer tall or short guys? I have never dated a guy shorter than me before. I have 2 superficial conditions for anybody that I'm ever interested in. Because usually I don't really care about things, right? But there are 2 things that are pretty superficial that you have to meet for me to be interested. You have to be taller than me, and you have to be older than me. I will not date a guy who is shorter than me or younger than me. So off the top of your head, what would be the top 5 VTubers you would... I'm not making that list. I'm not making that list. That is a terrible idea. Do guys shorter than Hylo exist? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, why older if you don't mind me asking? I know it might not seem like it because you guys see me on like a stream basis all the time, but like growing up, I had a really hard time and I had to grow up pretty quickly and pretty fast. It might not matter as much as I get older, but like especially like through my I don't know, teenage to late teenage years, it was really hard for me to relate to people that were my own age and like have decent conversations because the interests were different. And like the worries in life were different and on different levels and stuff. And I just found no enjoyment talking to people that were my age or younger than me. Yeah, it was like a maturity thing. I think, like, as I get older, it won't matter as much because, you know, like, as you get older, you kind of are all experiencing the same thing. I think right now, the age limit I'm at for willing to date is about 12 years. 12 years. Crazy? What do you mean crazy? 12 years older minimum? No, maximum. Yeah, 12 years older! I'm talking about age gaps. Like 12 years older than me. Oh my god. Oh my god. God, I thought you were like 35 and up. Once a retiree. 12. No, I would never date anybody younger than me. No. My brain hurts. Ba 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 ba. I just took an ibuprofen, so hopefully that helps. 12 years, Hylo looking for a Minecraft streamer. Oh my god, stop! I hope it calms down soon. Pancakes, waffles, or French toast? I like French toast the most out of those three. You be what? Ibuprofen, bro. Ibuprofen. Oh, it's disgusting! You be whatting? Ibuprofen. Excedrin, it'll fix any headache. I don't really have that right now. I don't know. Sometimes I just get chronic migraines. I used to, long time ago. It's just because I'm lazy. I used to be prescribed like headache medication that was like really strong for my headaches and stuff because I get them so often. But I just kind of stopped getting the prescription filled. I didn't care. So now I just suffer. No, you can't redeem lore. If someone doesn't make the first move, is it an ick? It is an ick for me. I'm not an assertive person, so I won't make the first move. Like I think like in joking, flirting way, I don't mind making the first move in like joking ways and stuff because I'm more confident when I know it's a joke. But I think like in a real world scenario, I would not make the first move ever. Oh, hi, little Kevin. Making the first move is terrifying prospect. I don't know how people have the confidence for doing that. Dating apps, yay or nay? We already talked about that earlier. You should look back, Brandon. Random question though, why is flirting in like a joking manner so fun though? I think it's because like you still get the dopamine and serotonin from like it without having the commitment, which makes it less scary, right? You get that hit from feeling wanted without having to commit to anything. How do you even know they like you back? Sometimes you just have to ask, honestly. La, la, da, 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 forever. Kaiju movies for a date? I think that watching movies in general is probably like a bad date. I don't know if this is controversial of me or a hot take, but I think that like when you're in the beginning stages of a relationship, watching movies together isn't a good date idea because you don't get to know the person at all and you're not like talking or conversating. I think it could be really sweet and cute if you're already dating and have been for a while, because then you guys can just like experience something together and then talk about it later. But like in the moment when you're trying to get to know somebody, it's a bad date idea. after like 2 or 3 dates, then I think movie date could be fine, but definitely not a first date. Movies are also fun if you've known each other for a while. Do you think you'd prefer someone to be a friend before a partner, or would you prefer someone who was always there as a romantic interest? See, I like enemies to lovers, okay? I like the idea of meeting somebody that you can't stand, and you guys, like, genuinely just kind of hate each other, but then you guys get forced to spend time together, and then you realize you're not so bad, and then you start developing romantic feelings. That is crazy, KJ. I hate you. Let's hate fucking date and then spend our lives together. Oh man, that's crazy. That sounds so healthy, Surely. Of course. They couldn't stand each other, but then suddenly they were dating. Biggest turnoff from someone. I think my biggest, like, ick is if I can't have good conversations with them. Like if every time I conversate with somebody and I don't, like, feel like it was a worthwhile conversation or, like, I gained anything from it, I don't know. It kind of makes me feel icky afterwards. No one else hates me like you do, and I don't trust anyone to hate you properly like me. I can't let you go. Does it have to be a smart conversation, though? No, it doesn't have to be a smart one. It just has to be, like, fruitful, if that makes sense. Like, there's a difference between, like, a good conversation that makes you feel fulfilled and one that just kind of like, oh, I guess we talked, whatever. Is explaining the whole lore of Bionicle a good move on a date? If they like Bionicle. Sorry guys, I'm really struggling. My head really hurts. I really don't feel good. Might have to cut stream short today. Slapping their nuts and whispering the lyrics to your favorite song a good move? I don't think so. If you had to cancel, then cancel. You made honor roll today. Congratulations, Daniel. Congratulations. Oh, man. Now my head just really hurts. Oh. I don't know why. Need a nap? Sleep is the last thing I need. I just slept for 11 hours. I fell asleep at 8 p.m. last night. Woke up at like 3 for maybe like 30 minutes. And then I went back to bed until about 8 a.m. Definitely don't need sleep. You look out of it, I feel out of it. I feel very out of it. Could be dehydration? Maybe. I've been drinking some water. Food. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, I'll probably just call it here. You know, shiver for an hour. And then I did see that there's a twin model update. I tried to do it, but it's a little broken right now. I don't know. I'll probably just end it here and take the weekend off and then see you guys on Monday. Right when I get here? I'm sorry. I just like can't think and my head hurts. God. I hope you guys have a great weekend though. And I hope that some of the questions we answered today can be helpful a little bit. And we'll probably continue it on Monday. So I'll see you guys then. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god. Bye YouTube! Thank you for